icon.
Cementing her status.
She's a legend.
One of music's biggest stars.
And she is the moment.
Yay! Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different and fun. I guess instead of a pick a card, it's a pick a tea. And I absolutely love animals, vintage cartoon animals specifically, wearing clothes. And so when I saw these teas at Aldi, it's the Tea Party collection. I absolutely had to snag them because it's just two of my favorite things in one, and I know it was an impulse purchase, but hey, here we are today. You guys get to pick them. So I'm gonna hold them up close to the camera, but this is gonna be any kind of message that was meant to find you today, and they might be shorter messages, so feel free to pick multiple piles to really get a customized reading today. So very nice. This is gonna be pile number 1. It is Berry Crumble, and it's a little mouse holding a pie. Okay, this is pile number 2, and it is Lemon Macaroon. It's a little bunny sitting on a pumpkin holding little lemon macaroons. Pile number 3 is Raspberry Cookie. And it's a little squirrel with a little tea set and some raspberry cookies. Pile number 4 is Blueberry Muffin. And it is a little goose dressed up with a little blueberry muffin. I'm sorry, I know I'm giggling, but I just love these so much. Okay, and then this is Banana Bread. It looks like a little hedgehog, and he's having banana bread with a little tea set. And finally, pile number 6 is a Strawberry Shortcake. It's a little rabbit holding a strawberry shortcake. So those are all of the piles for today. There is 6, so again, we are gonna go boom, 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 boom through these piles, but I'm so excited, so let's go on ahead and jump into the reading. Of course, if you need more time, feel free to pause. This is going to be all about, a message that is just meant to find you today. All right, let's do it. Yay, alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 1. You chose the Berry Crumble tea. This is gonna be your reading today. Just whatever message was meant to find you. So let's quickly start off with some tarot here, because I do have a few oracle decks that I would like to get through as well. Let's just do 4 cards. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel like you guys are really starting to find your passions in life and starting to speak more of your truth, or this could be a message for you today to speak more of your truth and follow your passions, because I see that you're waiting for the results of something to come in, and I do see that it's whatever it is that you are working on that is passion oriented, that you might be using more of your voice in, it is definitely going to pay off for you. And I feel like with the 6 of Cups here, this talks about being more in a childlike sense of wonder, or experiencing more of childlike, just wonder about the world in general. Oh my goodness. So I feel like you guys could definitely be experiencing just more wonder about the world. This could be your sign to embrace the childlike version of yourself, because you will find somebody that loves you just the way that you are. And especially when you are in love with your passions and things that light you up in life, and you're going after things that make you feel passionate, you're typically going to be attracting more people that actually do care about those things as much as you do, I'm just thinking about this post that I just saw by Madison and Tyler from Love on the Spectrum, it's like a Netflix show. Basically, she was like, I am very much so more of in my childlike sense of wonder, and he is a lot more of an old soul. And so I feel like that could be somebody that you guys are actually attracting, whether that be in love or in friendship. So it's very important for you guys to just fall in love with life again, and keep going, because I feel like whatever is driving your passions, and yeah, I'm even seeing somebody that's like finally speaking up for themselves, or finally putting their foot down and creating some boundaries, especially with this King of Swords energy. So definitely keep doing that. Keep creating those boundaries. Keep standing up for yourself. Keep following your passions. It doesn't matter like what other people think is going to happen. They don't know. So it's important for you to just follow your heart and listen to your heart. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this is nice. I feel like there is some little bits here with the tea leaves. So we have a wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. And I felt like that, especially with you having to stand your ground for some kind of passion, and me saying like, you know, really don't listen to this person, honestly, because I feel like whatever it is that is in your heart that is calling you to do, that is what you're meant to do. You're meant to follow those passions. And I feel like with that, you'll actually see an increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And you could feel like this has been taking a long time, or like things are taking a long time, or you might just be getting started, and you might find that it ends up being a long journey. But that's okay, because it will leave you wiser in the end. And I am even feeling like for some of you here today, like the thing that's coming between you and the thing that you want could be this long journey that you've had to go through. Like if it's been like a friend that's always kind of been putting you down, if it's been like, you know, a boss that just doesn't think that you can do any better than the job that you're at, prove their ass wrong. Go after what it is that you want, and don't take no for an answer. Like, and I don't mean that literally, you know, like obviously if people are saying no, you know, let that guide you in the direction that you're meant to be guided in, but don't let it get you down, or don't let it feel like you're not supposed to do this thing. You know, like for example, if you've been auditioning, you know, for parts for so long, and it's like you feel like, you know, it's just taking forever for you to finally get the role that's like actually going to make a difference, or a role in general, you know, just keep increasing your skills and going after it. It doesn't hurt to continuously grow and learn. Yeah, time to act. So I feel like now, if any, is the time to act. Now is the time to go after what it is that you truly love in life, and what it is that you truly want. And yeah, don't let anybody else get you down. Now is the time. And that's funny because I was talking about acting, and it literally says time to act. So maybe your time to act will be coming up here very soon, especially if that's like a very specific message for somebody here today. But for the rest of you guys, it's literally just like, it's time to go after the things that you want, because you are going to be seeing the results sooner rather than later if you go after what it is that you want. Opportunity or windfall. Yeah, and you did get an increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Yeah, especially when there's a lot of people around you that just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Go inward, you know, and really just listen to your own internal compass and where you want to guide yourself. Because I feel like in there you're going to find major opportunity and windfall, and as well as increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Yeah, and I'm gonna get some months here because I do want to see what months will be important to you in this pile. What months will be important to pile number one? What months will be important to pile number one? Interesting. Okay, we have December and November. So those months are literally back to back coming up here in the winter. So those months could be very important to you guys when it comes to, yeah, and I'll put them over here for now. This situation or things kind of turning around. So I feel like you'll be surprised that things will actually be blossoming in the months in which, you know, we're actually experiencing winter. So as long as you get started now, you start, you know, taking action now, going after what it is that you want now, you're going to end up getting whatever it is that you are looking for. the great gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. Yeah, and I feel like in there, you will find your people, you know, you will find the people that will actually genuinely support you and will give you the next steps to do rather than telling you, oh my gosh, like, I don't know if I would go after that. You know, like, I feel like you're really gonna meet people that actually put you on the right path rather than put you down. Get grounded, empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Yes, so a lot of you guys could feel like you're very empathic. I feel like this is your sign to get grounded, go out there, connect with nature again, because a lot of you guys could feel like there's just, you know, too much going on around you, too many opinions, too many people trying to tell you how to act, how to be, who to be, you know, what to do with your life. It's time for you to remove yourself from that, you know? Yeah, like I just heard go camping. So some of you guys could like literally go camping. You could go hiking. You literally just have to sit outside in the grass and like, yeah, touch grass. So some of you guys could definitely need to get outside and actually touch grass and just like get grounded, because I feel like there you will actually find your biggest intuitive hits and your best insights when you find that you're just alone with your own thoughts. Nobody else's opinions affecting you. Yes, so my beautiful pile number one, those are the quick messages that I got for you today. Definitely select some other piles to get an even more customized reading. But I'm so excited. Let me know how you guys feel about this reading down below. If anything resonated in this, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps me out. But yeah, I love you hotties so much, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Yay, alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number two, the lemon macaroon. That rhymed, oh my god. These are gonna be the messages for you. So cute. Okay, let's go on ahead and start off with just a couple tarot cards so we could see the vibe here. We can see what's going on. And then, perfect spirit, thank you so much. We'll get some tea leaves, some months that could be of importance, and some angel advice from an angel. Just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Okay, I feel like this is Mercury retrograde, so this is a timeless reading. Like, you can literally watch it whenever, but this is Mercury retrograde, and I do feel like this message coming in here has to do with somebody that is very heavily thinking about you guys at night, because we got the Page of Pentacles, which talks about a message coming in, and then we have the Nine of Swords. So a lot of anxiety, a lot of, you know, sleepless nights, not being able to fall asleep, thinking about somebody. And especially when it's paired with the Page of Pentacles, I'm not saying that it's necessarily a romantic message that's going to come through, but there is somebody that has anxiety a lot about you. So this could be an ex-friend, an ex-partner, ex-situationship, ex-family member, whatever it is. I feel like this person was very indecisive when it came to this connection. Like, they couldn't really decide if they wanted to be a part of your life or not, and maybe they were juggling you and somebody else, or you and another friend, you know, or just like they couldn't commit to this, or maybe if this was like a family member, they prioritized somebody else's feelings over yours when, you know, you are the family member. And so I feel like this person is very heavily thinking about the mistakes that they made when it came to this connection. And I feel like there is going to be a message coming in here. Yeah, and Page of Swords also talks about being a little bit rash, or like kind of making like a very rash decision. So I feel like this person could be texting you kind of on a whim, like very out of the blue. You're not even really thinking about them anymore, and then boom, like this person then messages you. Okay, and I'm seeing, I think that's a mourning dove. Yeah, so that they kind of talk about death, because mourning doves speak about mourning. So this could have been somebody that you had an ending of a connection with, actually. Somebody that, you know, kind of left your life, and now because of Mercury retrograde, it's bringing up a lot of past energy. And, you know, I feel like a lot of us, this pile, I'm feeling the need to tell you to like clean out your house. Like, there's a lot of residual energy from just like things that you're holding on to that you do not need to hold on to any longer, that just need to go. And I feel like this is your sign, me today, telling you to just let go and just do a nice deep cleanse of, you know, any of this past residual energy that is holding you back. Because like we always say, you know, as spiritual leaders, cord cut and cleanse, but we don't always like explain, you know, cleansing can be like saging, yes, or incense, sure, but it can also be like taking a shower, and picturing all of that old energy washing away, cleaning out your closet physically, going on a hike and just like breathing in the fresh air for a couple of hours, you know, cleansing yourself, cleansing your body of this energy. Because I do feel like there's a lot of energy around you, and I have to say, I feel like this pile is meant for a lot of success, but a lot of this residual or past energy could actually be holding you back. So just be cautious of that, pile number 2. But let's go on ahead and get some oracle messages for you. I just love that it rhymes every single time with this, with pile number 2. It's kind of fun. Interesting. Ooh, I literally called it. I literally called it. Okay, but I want just a few more cards, please. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. So seek out information that will help you. Heartache over what you no longer have. Someone is trying to come between something, you and a friend, or something you want, which is interesting because that came out in the last pile. But this one, this pile, it feels a lot different. Successful outcome to your problems, vacation, dealings or relationship with a woman, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Yeah, so again, exactly what I was saying. Somebody's feeling heartbroken over what they no longer have with you. You know, so again, that does not have to be an ex-lover. That can still be a friend or a family member. People can still be heartbroken and it not be romantic, you know, romantically related. But I do feel like, again, with the wedge, just like I was talking about, some kind of indecision here, like in the juggling, there was another person or somebody that was kind of wedged between you and this person. I'm not giving this person an excuse by any means. I'm just stating that as a fact, you know. Dealings or relationships with a woman, right? So this could be about a woman. This could be a female friend that had another friend that really kind of wedged their way in between you. This could be about a partner, a previous partner. Again, somebody that was just like, they could not commit. Like they could not commit to the relationship, or they couldn't be loyal, you know, or they couldn't be loyal to their person with you. So it's just like, it just feels like a bad kind of person or energy. But it's interesting because I feel like you could be receiving some closure coming up here with this person. Yeah, and I feel like you will be getting a successful outcome to your problems. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift and vacation. So some of you guys could be actually getting a vacation, or you could be giving a vacation to somebody in your life. You could be going on vacation with somebody in your life that you love, kind of taking that time away with this person. So yeah, or just like giving yourself that space. Maybe you're on vacation when this person reaches out to you. But let's see here. What months can be important? We get one more. What months can be important? Please, Spirit guides, thank you so much. What months could be important for pile number 2? Whoop. Okay. Sure. May, July, August, and February. So I guess 4 had to come out, but May, July, August, and February. Yeah, so these months could be important to you. They could be like when stuff kind of ended versus when this person's thinking about you, reaching out to you, and then, you know, maybe you're over it. I don't know. It could be something like that. Okay, and then we'll get some angel advice for you. Just wrap up the reading today. Whew. Yes, just say yes. Okay. So again, maybe you guys are literally being offered like a trip with somebody or something to do with that as well. And I feel like you're being called here just to say yes, or like maybe this person is reaching out to you to talk to you, and I feel like you should say yes just to get the closure that you need, you know, if you need closure, if it's just like a bad situation, or maybe it just like, again, was family or like ended on some kind of a bad term. So it was like, but they still, you know, they're still family. They still could potentially be a good friend. So yeah, maybe they're offering you something like a vacation, a trip away. You go first, the universe will catch you. With leap and trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Okay, so I'm just gonna leave those messages with y'all today. I'm praying that it's brought you all some clarity for whatever's going on. You know, I feel like this was more of just like, here's what's gonna happen, but yeah, I just love you guys so much. Let me know how you guys felt about this reading. Definitely pick some more piles to customize your reading even further. And if something resonated, don't forget to like and subscribe. But yes, hotties, I love you so much, and I will see you very, very soon, okay? Goodbye. Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 3, the raspberry cookie. This is going to be the message that was meant to find you today. Ooh. Okay, well that was fast. Just one more here to complete this little spread today. Wow, yes, pile number 3. I feel like you guys are finally finding out that you are that bitch, especially with like the Hanged Man in reverse, the Empress, the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like wish fulfillment after wish fulfillment is just about to start coming true for you, if it hasn't already. And with the Hanged Man, I feel like you're really starting to get a shift of perspective. You're finally... Throat chakra blockages. I feel like your haters don't want me to say it. But I feel like you're finally recognizing how incredible and how much of an empress you actually are. Like the true empress that you were meant to actually be treated as, you know? I feel like you are this kind of like business-oriented bad bitch. Like you're out here to get the coin and to like make shit happen. And I feel like you're really sexy. And there's a lot of competition around you guys. So I feel like, or competitive energy. So you could find that like you frequently have friends that are trying to compete with you, or you know, maybe at your job, at your work, you're having to compete with a lot of other people. Maybe your business even is having to compete with a lot of other people as well. So that could just be something that you guys are aware of, is like this kind of like competitive energy around you. I feel like some of you guys could resonate with having like some evil eye or kind of jealousy around you, like frequently, or you just feel like there's a lot of envy or jealousy around you because you are represented as this empress. But in reality, I think people speak a lot higher of you than you even recognize. I think people are actually very loving towards you. I feel like there's like a very tiny % of people that actually just like despise you because of their own insecurities and jealousies. And I feel like those people, number one, are barely a part of your life anymore, but also I feel like, yeah, they just kind of were always there to put you down, and you're just now starting to recognize that and starting to allow a lot more people into your life that aren't like competitive, you know? They're more just like wanting to build each other up. And especially with the 9 of Pentacles here, I do see that there is a lot of fruit that is going to be produced from your labor, from the things that you've been working on. There's going to be a lot more success and, you know, money, whatever, coming your way because of the things that you've been working on. Whereas your haters are literally just staying pressed and they're not doing a damn thing about it and staying miserable. So I feel like that's why it's like they just have such a strong energy. But just because it's strong, it doesn't mean that there's a lot of people. Actually, a lot of people really love you and admire you and look up to you. And I feel like a shift in this perspective will really help you get to that next level that you've been looking for, because you are that bitch, pile number 3. And I'm sorry that other people made you feel like you're not, but you are. And you're meant to go out there and get bigger things and do bigger things. And honestly, you're going to inspire a hell of a lot of people in the process. So don't feel bad. Don't look back. Ooh. Yeah, literally. Yes, literally. Rat. I love that that's like the card. Whoever designed this deck, like, I love them. The tea leaf. Wow, this is like a very strong energy. We almost could have done a collective reading just like on the wedge. Maybe we do need to. Okay. Okay, I do feel like these ones. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so we've got bird flying, news is on the way, romance is in the air, which we could also say that too with the Five of Wands. Like, there could be a lot of people that are competing over your time, your energy, your attention, and I feel like because of it, it's causing people from your past to be a little bit pressed, or, you know, yeah, definitely pressed. But it's interesting because we have mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Rat, someone working against you behind your back. But we also have bridge here, so successfully overcoming a problem. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Yeah, wedge, someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So I do feel like there's like this energy of this negative person here, and I feel like you do need to plan ahead for the future, you know, because I feel like this person is only causing really unsettled times in your life or people, but this person still could be a part of your life. And I feel like in a way, like maybe you want to stay friends with them, you know, for whatever reason. Like maybe you have like familial obligation, like they're friends with your family, whatever. Maybe like somebody said it would cause too much trauma, you know, like maybe whatever the case is, I feel like you have to be more decisive, and I feel like get rid of this person because I feel like in that you will successfully overcome a problem. And there's probably some dissatisfaction in your life because this person's around, and I'm seeing that there is a hell of a lot of dissatisfaction in this person's life that is choosing to put you down. Okay, and so that's the reason. Like, they see that you're a star, you know, you're guaranteed success. Like, you're the empress. I'm sorry, this person is not. This person wishes that they could be an empress, but they're more of like a page of cups, you know, like they can barely put their heart into anything. It just feels like, yeah, and this person could also be very indecisive as well. I feel like that energy could be rubbing off with you. And maybe this person's very dissatisfied, so they might speak very negatively. And when you're around something like that, you speak very negatively too. Or like you could relate to having this been like this in the past. So I just feel like it's very important for this pal in particular for you to try to maybe move past this person and get into the romance spirit, because there's a lot of people that are interested in dating you. So replace your time with this person with some dates. Get some dates, get some action. Pile number 3. All right, but let's see what months could be important for you. But yeah, that person's unwilling to change, you know, and you're so willing to change. You need to plan ahead though, because I do feel like you've been indecisive. I feel like this person's rubbing off on you, so plan ahead, get ahead. July. Yeah, if you're watching this right now, it's literally the month that we're in, and I feel like spirit guides said this month because they're like, now's the time, you know. So whenever you're watching this is a timeless reading, but I do feel like, you know, now is the time to get off of your booty and get into your working career. Oh, it also says a meeting with a stranger could be important. Yeah, I feel like you could be meeting with somebody that actually ends up like changing your life too. I also heard like this person could become a new friend. You could be overhearing some kind of conversation that really wakes you up to your own relationship. Wow, that was really like the only month that came out, honestly. Like, all of these other months just fell on the ground. So July is just really important for you. This could be a month of, like, this person's birthday. I feel like this could also just be like, now's the time. Like, that's the message that I'm really getting, is whenever you're watching this, now is the time. Because I feel like things could be really popping in July. I feel like you guys could be really dating a lot in July. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So yes, pile number 3, it's time to birth that new age without this person. I feel like that's exactly what they were saying. Like, when you want to dream a new world, you have to plan ahead. You know, like, you have to think about, okay, what does this dream life actually look like in full detail? And be so detailed about it, you know, and decisive. And figure out, like, does this person actually fit in with that dream life, you know? Because I feel like you guys could be meeting a new friend that really changes the way that you see friendship, you know? Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Yeah, so, like, if you knew that you would be fine without this person, like, what would you do? You know, like, you'd probably cut them off and you'd probably be like, see ya, I don't need you. But yeah, I feel like trust your path. You are on your own path for a reason, and I feel like you have so many beautiful, inspired ideas. You deserve, like, somebody in your life that is really hyping those ideas up. And I'm hearing some of you guys could have already met this, like, new person or, like, this new friend. Some of you guys could have yet to meet this new friend too, but I feel like this is your sign to get out there and just, you know, go after maybe a hobby that you're very interested in, maybe a new job, a new career. I know I've met so many like friends through work. I now have a bestie through work as well. So I just feel like work is a really great place to actually meet people and meet friends, you know? So stay open though to meeting them however you will. But yes, my beautiful pile number 3, those are the messages that I got for you guys today. I'm praying that this brought you some clarity. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and maybe even check out a few other piles to get an ultra customized reading or any other pick cards that I have on this channel. So yes, hotties, I love you all so much from the bottom of my titty heart. I'm praying this brought you some clarity, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Bye! Yay, alrighty. Hello to those of you who chose pile number blueberry muffin, pile number 5. This is going to be your reading today, all about whatever message is meant to come in for you. So let's find out. I love this. These are just so freaking cute, genuinely. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Damn, okay, I need to sneeze. Achoo. The song "Achoo," where she says, someone's got my name in their mouth. Okay, so somebody could definitely be talking about you, and I actually feel like it's romantic interest. I feel like this pile in particular, some of you guys could be getting the love offer that you've finally been waiting for, especially with the Ace of Cups and the Death card, because Ace of Cups talks about an offering of love, you know, some kind of major offering of affection and love, and the Death card talks about endings that bring about new beginnings, aka leaving behind singlehood and getting into a relationship. And with the Chariot card here too, that talks about things moving very quickly. Whew, I got very hot there for a second, so I feel like things are definitely heating up in your love life. And I feel like with the Page of Pentacles too, that somebody is going to be messaging you very soon here, or you are currently messaging this person that you are going to get into a relationship with as you are watching this video. So I think that's really cute. Pile number 5, pile number 5, pile number 4, sorry you guys, totally messed up the number there at the beginning, my bad. But yes, pile number 4, I feel like you guys are really going to be attracting somebody that's actually worth the time. And I'm saying that because I feel like maybe you guys have gone through a lot of past connections or situationships, or people just kind of like playing around with your heart, you know, like you never really found a good connection, but I do see that you are going to be getting into something longer term, because Ace of Cups is like an actual offering of love. You know, it's not a Page of Cups. It's somebody that genuinely actually has emotions and feelings and love for you, so much so that they want to take it to the next level. So I definitely see pile number 4, a major ending coming for you guys, signifying the fact that it's singlehood. You're leaving behind singlehood, and I think that you're finally going to be getting into the connection of your dreams. And yeah, you could be messaging this person right now. Like, I totally feel that. I feel like you could be messaging this person on a dating app currently, and this is just your validation that it's going to be working out for you. I feel like you could just be texting this person, or maybe you met them at work, you know, whatever it be. I feel like you're currently contacting this person, like, because Page of Pentacles talks about texting, like it talks about, or messages in general. Like, I guess you could be emailing this person, you know, but modern day, a lot of times it's people genuinely just like texting each other, messaging each other on, you know, Instagram. Like, you could have met this person out and then they gave you like their Insta, their Snapchat, their Facebook, like whatever, and they were like, you know, hit me up. So I feel like you guys are definitely messaging this person back and forth in one way or the other, and I do see that this connection is actually really going to be working out for you guys. And I feel like it's almost unexpected, like you're almost a little bit in disbelief, and so I feel like maybe this was meant to come in and validate you, just because you have had so many disappointments like in previous connections too. Yeah, and this offering of love doesn't always necessarily have to be like, oh, you're getting into a partnership with somebody, but maybe it could be with family members too, or like, you know, a friend or something like that. But I do feel, because it's the Ace of Cups, you know, and I am a love channel, that it is romantic related. So for the majority of you, let's see here, just do a few more. There. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. All right. Wealth. Ooh, time to act. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Dealings or relationships with a man. Money will be coming to you. Okay, so another message about money. Dealings or relationship with an older woman. Deep personal strength and peace that assure success. New job or career. And pleasure with a close friend. Okay, yeah, so again, there's like, this is a collective reading, like, or general, so there's gonna be a lot of energy here, you know, like, I feel like there's so much different things that could be going on. Like, it could be, you know, you getting into a relationship with a man, with a woman, with whoever, or it could be a family member who is, you know, giving you the love that you truly deserve. Or maybe some of you guys, you're like, I'm not even interested in romance at all. Maybe the love that you're actually getting is the job that you've been wanting for a while, and therefore money and wealth is coming to you. But I feel like whatever it is, like time to act, I feel like you're currently acting on it. Like, you're currently messaging back and forth with this employer, with this family member, with this relationship, you know. Maybe this person could even be wealthy as well. Or they might be able to like offer you a new job or a new career. Like, if some of you guys have been working your whole life and then you finally meet somebody that is wealthy, and I feel like, especially with you will be taken care of in difficult times, like, I feel like this person might be able to provide for you. So your new job might actually just to be like a trophy wife, you know, or whatever it is that's calling to you. But I feel like, yeah, there's definitely something to do here with like new job, career, new relationship is really what I'm hearing. But yeah, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. So I do feel like you guys have that deep personal peace. That could also be what it's talking about too with the cup, is the fact that you are filling up your own cup now. So much so, like, you're able to take care of yourself. Maybe you're able to finally go after the jobs that you've really wanted for a long time, because you finally gained that confidence. I'm hearing some of you guys could have been struggling with depression too, and you're finally pouring into yourself, and you're finally starting to feel like the littler bit happiness at a time. Yeah, like for me it was like you know, like 3% every single day. I just felt like a little bit better every single day until finally I felt fine again, you know. And so for me, obviously that was just like a stage versus somebody that has it, you know. But I feel like even with it, you're learning how to cope with it. You're learning how to make it more pleasurable, honestly, and like have more fun with life, even though this is happening. Yeah. And with pleasure with a close friend too. Yeah, I feel like this is actually, if you do relate with like this being a connection that's like coming in for you guys, like you are talking with somebody, what I feel like is this person is going to be a best friend. Like they're going to be somebody that you can actually really rely on and have a lot of fun with too. And I feel like it will provide you with a lot of deep personal, you know, inner peace and inner strength because of the fact that this person and you are so secure in this relationship. Like it just feels so good because you guys are, you know, besties. You're not just lovers, you're friends. You're friends first, you know, or, you know, whatever. You're best friends and lovers. All right, but let's see what months could be important for you. Wow, that came out like, I don't know if y'all saw that, but that literally flew out. September and March. Ooh, yeah, so maybe these could be birthdays. This could be when you met this person. This could be, you know, when things start to kind of really kick up. July, August, September. Yeah, so that's like in a few months if you're watching this currently, but this is a timeless reading, as I always say. So yeah, but these months are going to be very significant to this collective pile here. Okay, let's get some angel advice. Wrap up the reading today. Okay, that also came out very fast. I feel like everything is going to happen a lot faster than you expect, especially with the Chariot card. Imrama, and I'm so sorry my pronunciation of that, but where are you being called to journey to? Ooh, yeah, so some of you guys could be called to like take a trip somewhere, take a journey, and or maybe it's even just like a mental journey too, you know, like maybe you have to actually think about like really getting married or like really settling down with somebody or something like that, you know, but just explore wherever you need to go. And I feel like this pile in particular, trust your intuition. Where do you feel like you need to journey to? Inner temple. And if you don't know, tune in to the portal of your heart. Yeah, devote a little bit of time every single day just to yourself, just to meditate, just to, you know, I don't think it's a gratitude list, because even those feel like, you know, I'm grateful for, like I have to say that. I just started writing a list of like all of the good things that have been happening this year, and I'm already up to over 100. So start it at any time in your life. It doesn't matter. Just start writing down the good things that are happening all around you, and I swear to you, the good things will just keep coming in. So I felt like that this is a really important message for this pile too, because I do feel like there's something to do with like, you know, feeling sad or something like that in the past, and I feel like you're just now starting to feel lifted up again. Or even if you're not and you're still kind of in that sad state, try that. Like try writing down all of the good things that are happening around you, and I swear to God, they will start multiplying. Like seriously, you'll notice it more and more and more. You'll notice it in every single area of your life. So yes, my beautiful pile number 4, those are the messages that I got for you guys today. I love you all so much. I'm praying that it sparked some clarity. If it did, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe. Love you guys so much. But yes, don't forget also to maybe pick another pile to really customize your reading today, or pick any of the other pick a card videos that I have on my channel. So yes, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Bye! Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 5, the banana bread. I love this. This is actually the one I'm drinking right now. This is going to be your mini reading. So let's figure out what messages Spirit Guides have for you today. Whoop. Wow, okay, so I feel like Spirit Guides are telling you to like have a little bit more fun when it comes to life, and don't always take life so seriously, especially with like the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Cups right next to each other. I feel like it's a lot to do with like have fun. Like you need to schedule some fun in your life, because yes, life is about work, you know, like we can be passionate about our jobs. A lot of you guys that might have chosen this pile are like workaholics. So I feel like you guys could definitely be down to like, you know, clearly like work and be very passionate about your job and you love working, but you also have to have fun too, because that's what life is really about, is not just, you know, our purpose and our mission and our goal, because that's beautiful, but it's also about like, you know, having fun and living life and using the money that we earn to do fun things. So I feel like the inner child in you is screaming for you to just have some fun and really get a little bit more passionate about life, especially with the King of Wands energy. That's all about passion and fire and what lights you up inside. And I do see, I just started pastel art recently, and I've just really been loving it. I feel like there could be something in your guys' childhood that you really, really, really love to do that you should bring back again, because I feel like it's very crucial and important for you to do it. Like there's something just about like it'll really rejuvenate your energy, it'll relax you, you know, it might make you feel like you're doing something without doing too much. Because some of you guys could be in like a little bit of this, I don't want to say like too much of poverty mindset, but just poverty mindset where you always feel like you have to be doing something in order to be getting ahead. Oh, ghost, I'm right here. He's calling out. He likes to know where we are every single second of the day. But with the Eight of Wands here, I do sense that there could be like communication coming in for you guys. So maybe you guys are waiting on some kind of job opportunity or job offer as well. Maybe you guys are trying to get ahead so that way you can relax more, like you're trying to get paid more so that way you can relax more. Yeah, or like trying to get promoted so that way a lot of this kind of other work gets taken off of your plate, like something like that. Or maybe even jumping over into a career that you feel more passionate about because something in your inner child is like calling you to do that. So it's going to be very different depending on the person watching this today. It might be a little mix of all three for some of you here too, like doing a craft from your childhood, but also maybe following your childhood ambitions or dreams or goals, something that you really wanted to achieve in life. Now is the time. Now is the opportunity. You know, there's no better time than now. Okay, I'll take these three, and then I'll keep shuffling for even more. A journey, either physical or mental, with carriage. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness and understanding, and stepping into a new experience. Yeah, so I do feel like you guys are getting some kind of like enlightenment coming up here or right now that's like, hey, you've got to do some kind of something new, you know, because what you've been doing just isn't working anymore. So it's time to try something new. Yeah, and my favorite job advice to give too is always try to like find your next thing while you're already at a job, because it's a lot easier to get a job while you have a job than it is to try to get a job without having a job. So that's always like my little bit of advice. But I feel like, yeah, you guys are going to be stepping into a new experience here, and you're definitely going to be going on a new journey. So maybe this job is going to be traveling a lot more. Ghost doesn't come out in any of the other piles, so you guys might like cats, because he is here to say lots of things, right? He just likes to be around whoever is there. Whoever's home. Maybe that's like a symbol for you guys too, like you might really value quality time in relationships, in friendships, and everything. Oh my gosh, wedge out again. This is like it's pretty much come out in all of the readings. So maybe we do need to do a collective about wedge and what's happening there. dissatisfaction with life, someone's trying to come between you and what you want, unsettled times, need to plan ahead, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. I'm actually almost getting that, like, that's you guys. I feel like you're feeling very dissatisfied in life and you're needing to step into this new experience. You're needing to plan ahead because everything feels very unsettled. It feels like you're not doing the job that you actually want to be doing, and it feels like you guys are actually the one that's unwilling to change. And I think you're actually getting in the way of yourself. Like, I don't think there's anybody else that's really telling you don't go for this. I actually think it's literally you. And if it is somebody like parents or whatever, you know what, like, it's your life. They're not living it, you know, like, you're the one that has to do the job, not them. So make sure it's a damn good one at that. Okay, but let's get even more information too. But I feel like you guys are really getting enlightened here. And you're like, okay, what actually does make me happy? Yeah, use your intuition. I love this card. Unicorn. How cute. Use your intuition to make a beneficial change. So I feel like you guys are really being called here to do just that. Use your intuition. Like, maybe you guys have been thinking too logically. And I don't mean to just like say that to be like, oh, don't think logically, because duh, like everybody does, but I feel like you guys might almost be thinking too logically, and you might need to just like tap into your intuition a little bit, see where it tells you to go, you know? Recognition, reward for merit. Yeah, I feel like you guys will definitely be getting a major reward coming in here, major recognition, especially if you follow the path that you're passionate about. I feel like you'll actually get recognized. Yeah, trouble accusations, because it's giving me like this Tom Carr energy where she was talking about like her parents did not approve of her doing YouTube as a job literally the entire time. Like, she went to university, she has a degree, right? So like she should be using that. Or I don't even know, I think she has a degree. Ghost just tried to eat my plants and he got in major trouble. But anyways, so I feel like, yeah, you guys are going to be getting some major recognition or reward. But yeah, so Tom Carr, basically her parents did not approve of YouTube until she started really getting successful off of it. And then they like really flipped a switch and suddenly were like, yeah, okay, YouTube it is. So you never know until you go for something. You never know until you go for it how it's going to work out. So it's better to try it than it is to like always regret not trying it, you know? A distant friend is thinking of you. Yeah, so this pile in particular, there could be a distant friend that's actually thinking of reaching out. Maybe they might even have, you know, some advice or some wisdom as to moving forward. But I really just feel like for you guys, listen to your intuition. Like, it's all about listening to that inner child. What have you always wanted to do? Okay, but let's get some months that might be important for you. March. Okay, so March is going to be a very important month for this pile in particular. That could be a birth month, or that could just be, you know, when you really start to see the results, the fruits of your labor. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yeah, I really do feel like maybe you guys were tied to some kind of contract, like from a past life, like you have to, you know, follow what your parents do and say and all that shit. But I feel like unbound is really giving the vibe of like, I'm no longer letting anything hold me back. I'm no longer letting anything tell me how I'm supposed to live my life or what I'm supposed to do with my life, because I know what I want to do in my life. Yeah, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Yeah, so I feel like you're already maybe doing something that you are supposed to be doing and you're already following it, or like maybe it just hasn't been working out like the way that you wanted it to, but just keep going after it, because I feel like you're releasing what you need to, which is like these old opinions that are just worn out, that are no longer serving you. So yes, my beautiful pile number 6, those are the messages that I got for you guys today. I'm praying that it's brought some clarity. Oh, I love you guys so much. If it did, don't forget to leave it a like and subscribe, as it really does help me out. But yes, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Oh, and don't forget to pick other piles as well. I did see 222 for this reading, so that could be significant to somebody here. Or I have tons of other pick a cards on my reading. Okay. Bye! Alrighty, last but certainly not least, the beautiful strawberry shortcake pile. This is going to be a reading today all about just a little mini message for you. I actually love the art on that one. It's probably one of my favorites. I love the look of the strawberry shortcake. I think it's so cute. Oop. I think it's so cute. Wow, okay, so I do feel like for this pile in particular, you guys could be seeing a shift in perspective for how you're kind of like feeling about somebody or something in your life. After taking a period of like time away or rest, I feel like you're really starting to see the bigger picture or this person for who they truly are. You know, I feel like taking enough time and space and rest has really showed you what this has done. Yeah, it's almost like giving, like if you've taken a break from drinking per se, and then you finally recognize like how bad that has been treating your body, like how bad it's been making you feel or making you act, or you know, like you just draining your energy, making you so much more tired. I feel like taking a step back from that gives you a better perspective, or gives you a better, made you feel better, and then you were like, okay, so I just don't really need this anymore because I see how bad it's been treating me, or now I'm going to engage in it in a lot more healthy of a manner. For some of you guys too, I am seeing that this could be about like somebody in your life that maybe like an ex-friend, or just kind of like a devil energy, you know, somebody that's very tempting. Whenever they come back in, they really tempt you, but they're not good for you. They're not good for you for whatever reason. And I feel like taking a step back from this person, taking a rest, has actually made you realize like just how shitty of a person this person actually is, you know, or just how not like healthy this connection has been for you, just like, you know, the alcohol that I was just talking about. So I feel like whatever this is, if you guys haven't already, taking a step back or taking a rest, taking a pause from whatever this devil energy is in your life is really going to be life-changing, because I'm seeing that it's really caused a shift in perspective for this pile in particular. And this is pile number 6. So it will be pile number 666, which is interesting because in my Catholic religion growing up, that was always the number of the devil, which is the card that you guys received today. So I do feel like there's a kind of devilish energy around you, which, not to scare you guys, you know, it's nothing terrible, because the devil, the great thing about it is we have control over it. As much as we like to think that we don't, because it's like something addictive, we actually do have 110,000% control over it, because we have control over ourselves. So I do feel like there could be something coming back in to kind of tempt you guys, especially in this Mercury retrograde season. 8 of Wands talks about communication, so this person will be talking to you, but I feel like you guys could be like out at a party or something and end up being tempted by, like, you know, drinking or overindulging in something of that nature, when in reality, like, you should be sticking to your wits, you know, and remembering what you learned over this period of rest, and you know, kind of have that shift in perspective and recognize just how bad this devil energy actually is for you, which I feel like you have recognized, and I feel like you've grown so much, and I feel like it's almost like a sign that you need to congratulate yourself just a little bit more from how much you have grown from this as well. Jug, light-hearted, carefree time. Problems to be resolved. Yep, exactly. Period of frustration. Lessons to be learned. Throat chakra blockages a little bit. Money or property through an inheritance, windfall, winning or windfall. Are you being naughty again? You better not be. Ghost is being so naughty. He got in trouble. He got in timeout twice today already. 5 minutes each. Short journey. okay. He's being good now, though. So, new home, new attitude. Yeah, some of you guys could be moving into like a new place, like moving to a new city overall. Like you're finally maybe distancing yourself from somebody toxic or something. I do know for me too, like moving to a new state, New York has a lot different rules than Iowa about like alcohol. And it was crazy, like they're not allowed to sell alcohol here in the grocery stores. Like in Iowa, you can just get it at the grocery store. Like, you know, you pick up your milk, you pick up your vodka. Like it's the same place. Like it's not very hard to get it, versus in New York, you really have to go out of your way in order to pick up, you know, like a drink, unless if you like seltzers or beer, but I'm not really that kind of a person. So that's what I kind of noticed though, is that it made it like a lot more of a distance. Ghost had an entire piece of aloe in his mouth and tried to run away with it and didn't think that I would notice. You're joking, okay? Anyway, sorry, that was hilarious. Yes, but I feel like overall, this period of frustration that this person has put you through is just lessons to be learned. Yeah, and I feel like you guys could have moved to a place in which like laws like this or something like that changed. So like it makes it harder for you to get the devil that you wanted to get, you know, like drinking or, you know, smoking, whatever it is. It just seems like it's a lot more difficult to get it. And it feels like short journey is here as well. Like, yeah, it feels like you were meant to have a very short journey or short experience with whatever this devil energy was, even if it was like years, you know, like even if it's been years, feels like it could have been like years on and off, you know, or there were periods in which like maybe you would see this person more or do this thing more frequently, you know, but it just feels like, yeah, this person might be coming back in, or this thing might be coming back in, but it feels like it's going to be just a very short journey this time. Yeah. And I feel like, again, you were just meant to learn a lot of lessons in this. Your problems will be resolved, and finally you are going to feel like so lighthearted, so carefree. And I feel like you're finally going to be able to start dreaming about like a new place, a new home, maybe moving to a new city. Maybe you haven't done that already. Maybe you're just starting to dream about it. But now you finally have this new energy to dream about it, and nothing like holding you back, you know? New attitude too. Yeah, so I just feel like you're happier overall. You feel a lot more lighthearted. You don't feel like you have to try so hard or be somebody that you're not. Yeah, someone is behaving stupidly with turkey. So exactly, I feel like there's this devil energy here that they're just dumb. Like they just can't figure it out. And I don't mean dumb. I don't mean to say that because that's very rude, but it just feels like, you know, they're behaving stupidly is the exact right thing to say. Time to act as well. So yeah, a lot of piles got that one as well. I just feel like right now is a great time to take action on your goals, on what you want to achieve, accomplish. And I feel like now's the time too to take action to move past this energy, this thing. Yeah, they're even giving me too like sugar, you know, like sugar, eating junk food, eating unhealthy, you know, is also a devil too. And because they showed me, I just watched this video where this lady literally went through her entire pantry and got rid of all of her junk food. And what I really wanted to say too is like, if you have food that's unopened, that, you know, rather than throwing it out, donate it. Like, please at least just donate that. But the rest of it, you know, that if it's open, just toss it, chuck it, get rid of it, get it out of your house. Because that's like my biggest, that's the reason why like I've been able to stay, you know, the way that I am, like skinny thick and healthy, is because I don't really keep bad food in my house. And I've actually gotten to a little bit of a bad habit of keeping around some potato chips and cookies, homemade cookies. But, you know, I can at least control the amount of sugar that's going into that and make it just a little bit healthier versus, you know, buying pre-made stuff. Like, fill up the fridge with fruit, you know? Like, you don't gotta keep around garbage because you're just gonna eat that. His name is Garbage because he likes to eat garbage. If you know, you know. That's a very niche reference. But if you know, you know. Okay, anyways, last one. New job or career. Yeah, and I was kind of saying this, I can't remember to who, if it was in this reading, if it was to a friend. Everything's all blending together at this point. I'm at the end of all the readings. But whenever you let go of like a bad energy or a bad something in your life that's been holding you back, it was in this reading, yeah, you will typically bring in something really good and brand new. So I feel like this pile in particular, you guys, by letting go of this devil energy, I think a new job, a new offer, new opportunity is going to be coming in for you because you're finally making the space for it. Ooh. So we love to hear that. Okay, let's see what months will be important for you. Pile number 6, what months will be important for you? December, okay. Maybe I'll get one more too, because I feel like there should be one more. Yeah, May. Okay, so May and December. Those are the months that are going to be really important for you. Yeah, and that makes sense too, because devil energies, you know, tend to come up around holidays. Because if you think about it, like holidays, you know, we're around a lot of people, a lot of drinking, family members, friends, past people. If you go back to hometowns, you know, like there's a lot of just that kind of energy in the air. And then May, I feel like by May of next year, or whenever you're watching this, like if you're watching this in May, like I feel like you're just gonna start really feeling better. You might be moving into your new house too, you know, or to a new city, in your new energy, your new attitude fully. Like I feel like you're already starting to get there, but it's just going to be like a, yeah, I almost feel like you're not even going to be able to recognize yourself, because you're going to be so lighthearted and just like anything can happen, you know, like just so open to possibilities in the future. So yes, oh, I almost forgot about your angel cards. Let's get your angel advice for this reading to finish off your little reading today. And don't forget, if this is the first pile or whatever that you picked, you can always pick more piles. Some people choose to watch the entire reading too, which I don't mind. Like, can be a whole collective, especially with that wedge energy. Wasn't in this pile, of course, but in all of the other ones pretty much it came out. So yeah, Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Wow, yeah, I feel like by you guys getting rid of this devil energy, you're only going to encourage everybody else in your life to get rid of theirs as well. Especially the healthy people around you that really want to make those changes. You are going to inspire them to change just by you stepping up, leading, letting go, you know, changing your perspective, changing your attitude. Yeah, everybody else and everything else around you is going to start to change. We also have Akasha here. Your guidance is divinely guided. Yeah, so wherever you're feeling called to go, you know, whoever you're feeling like, or whatever you're feeling like is this devil energy, that is divine, you know, because I feel like you're meant to overcome this obstacle and step into this new era of your life. So yes, oh my gosh, my beautiful pile number 6. I love this so much for you guys today. Let me know how you guys like this reading down below, if you'd like to see more like this or whatever else kind of readings you would like to see. I would love to make your dreams come true. But yeah, as I said, definitely go ahead and pick other piles. You can pick other readings on my channel as well. I have a ton of love readings. I'm definitely a very love-centric channel, but I do love to branch out on the occasion. And I would love to start doing more just kind of general readings like this too, you know, that kind of encompass a lot of different themes and energies, and not always just love, but we do love here. So yeah. But yes, hotties, I love you all so much. I will see you very, very soon, okay?